Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to Rican Muslim. Your host, Rican Muslim. Subscribe, like, comment, share. They're coming for people now. Yeah. Those people who decided to mess around and fraudulently trying to get extra money from PPP loans, for unemployment, extra EBT money. Government's coming back to them. People need to understand that if you're a poor person, you're not rich, you're not connected, they're gonna come get you. And well, they are. So this is part of, I think it's part of Trump's plan to, look for waste and all that, and be hard on criminals and so on. So yeah, so now they're all coming back, and yeah, it's becoming a trend on TikTok where people are just going, oh. So yeah, let's watch a little bit about this, shall we? Let's go.
You mind cooking here? That's why I said we can go right between the cars over here. If you're gonna go in this car over here. Car real quick. Search already? I don't take everything off. Thank you.
Look, listen, I know that we were struggling during the COVID time, but nobody was struggling that much. Even I know they gave people checks, and people decided to splurge on them, wasted, instead of some of those checks were enough to pay months worth of rent because the rent wasn't as high as it is now. One of those checks could have paid easily about 6 months of people's rent, but the people decided to splurge on them. They were getting extra money with the unemployment benefits as well. They were getting about a grand a week. I worked through everything. I struggled through everything on it, and kind of happy, alhamdulillah, for that. But yeah, no, it's coming to bite people in the rear end really badly.
Shout out to us who stayed broke during that pandemic. Yes, sir, ski. Shout out to us. It was tough. Don't get me wrong. I was living at home, studying for the bar, living off my little internship that I was going to once a week. It was tough. I got that little check that Nancy Pelosi gave us. Put that little check, parsed it out, and waited until I got hired as a public defender. While y'all was going to Tulum and buying these foreigns and going to Florida and doing all these things that I was like, damn, where do I get this money from? Da, 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 da. 4 years later, I know y'all can't sleep. I know y'all cannot sleep. Yeah, it's something called statute of limitations, buddy. Hasn't expired. Yep. Yeah, so they coming after you. That list is out there. I'm going to check it, even though I know I should not be on there, just to make sure that nobody uses my name. But shout out to us for staying broke during that pandemic, because we put in that pain, and now we get to do what? Breathing freedom, free air. That's right.
Yeah, that's completely true. It pays to do the right thing. It really does. I'm not even going to check. I didn't claim EBT. I didn't claim unemployment. I didn't get PPP. Nothing at all. I don't even need to check. My ex doesn't need to check. She's got my kids. We done some things that were bad decisions that neither of us have anything. We're just sitting back and eating popcorn at this point, watching all this debacle that's happening on there. Oh man.
So let's talk about the PPP update. So right now, some of you will be receiving letters in the mail that received the PPP, whether it was forgiving or not. They are adding interest to this as well. So some of you could get saying that you owe the Internal Revenue Service $100,000, $145,000. Why is this so? Because not only are they taxing the refund dollar amount that you submitted to them, but they're merging all refunds together. The biggest fraud is you cannot create a business the same day the PPP drop and show that your business made X amount of dollars in that period of time. It's impossible. So make sure you like, share, and follow. It is important to keep up with this update so you'll know what's going on.
That's another thing. I know people who are setting people up LLCs that day so they can get the loan. And they're saying, "Oh no, everything is fine." People were making money. They were. I know for a fact people were making LLCs and everything on it. They were applying, getting people 20,000, and then they get 5 because they set everything up for them. So this is going to spiral. Those people that were making money for that, yeah, they're going to come after them as well. So yeah, I think this is becoming such a. It's just such a mess, completely and utter mess. I don't know why you use your social security number. And the thing is, you use a security number, and your job uses that as well. So they're like, "Hey, what happened to your business? Why do you have a job?" Because a lot of people would just spend all their money, and then they have to work. But hey, what happened to that job? You know, for that PPP loan, you're supposed to pay for your employees. Yeah, and they're looking for receipts. They are looking for receipts.
Parents are going out for the PPP loans. So if you were a part of it, get out of Dodge. We was telling folks for the longest that they gonna get you for them loans. If you got that money from them PPP loans and you ain't paid it back by now, you better get out of Dodge. Not just PPP. The people who did unemployment during COVID, people are already getting arrested. You can check and see if your name is on the PPP loan website, but you about to be sharing the loan with the money glitch people. You better start getting ready whether you want the top bunk or the bottom bunk, because handcuffs are coming. If you got over $10,000, you're getting locked up for that. It's not a joke out here. This is why I stay away from criminal activity. Like, go get a job. Just go to work. Be a civilian. It's okay. It's okay to be a civilian. That's why you need to stay out the streets, folks.
That is so based. That is so based. Oh man, that's why I don't commit. That's why I don't commit crimes. I'm good. I like my freedom. Well, people with the money glitch, they're coming out of them hard too. Unemployment. I know so many people that were working while collecting unemployment, and they thought, nothing's gonna happen. Their taxes are being taken out for that. They're including that. If you've done PPP and that as well as double fraud, EBT, everything. It's becoming a crisis for a lot of people. Not me though, but for a lot of people.
PPP warrant. So I didn't think that it was real at first because it's been about 3 years since I did mine. And man, I'm gonna take my lick because at the end of the day, I knew what I was doing when I did it. I knew that it was a possibility that, everything could go sideways. I see a lot of comments. People got negative shit to say. They want to say, "Oh, you committed fraud. You knew what you was doing whenever you did it." And I get that. I get it. It's all good. But at the end of the day, man, every time somebody going through a negative situation in their life, y'all want to add negativity to the negative situation as if it's not already negative enough. Most people don't understand, when we was doing our thing, man, shit, it's hard out here. A lot of people don't understand, man. I'm already a convicted felon. I did damn near 8 years, 7 years and 9 months to be exact. And shit hard. And so I'm going to just take my lick on the chin, man.
You already did your time. Why would you put yourself in a situation that's going to, make it worse? Things were hard, so you decided to make it harder on yourself. The biggest gangster in the whole United States history got taken out by the IRS. Al Capone. Guys, Al Capone couldn't do it. That's it. We got movie stars with millions of dollars. Usually they don't go to jail. But guess what? Wesley Snipes effed around to find out. They're gonna get you if you take money from the government and you're just a regular person, not an uber elite. They're going to get you.
Get ready now. Carried about 25 years. They had 5 years to catch up on this wire fraud. They no longer have 5 years, they have 10, so they don't have to be in any particular hurry. Now, if you mess with more than one agency across the board, they're going to notify the other ones, get your house in order. See, when you filled out the application, that was a charge. I want to say that was 2 to 5 years, but it's been a while since I did this video. I'm not doing the research, you got to do it. But wire fraud itself, once you had that money transferred into the bank, it was 25 years. Let me tell you what they're looking for, because they finna flag your account. If you had more than one PPP come to your one address, they're going to flag you. If your income tax returns for your business do not line up with what you told the SBA, they're going to flag you. If you didn't have a business registered when you filled out that application, they're going to flag you. If you purchased anything, if you started a business, if you used that money to fund a new business, they're going to confiscate all of it. The equipment, all of it. If you own anything, get it out your fucking name. Transfer that property. Start looking for a place for your children to go, because the United States is in the business of free labor and they do not mind sending your ass to the penitentiary. They did it for the specific fact of sending you to the penitentiary, and they will build more. See, this is federal time. You will not seal these records. You got to be pardoned by the governor or the president. You done fucked up. If you have children who took this loan out, take them to see an attorney, because they're going to need it. If it's any time for a family to get together and take care of this thing right here, it's going to be now. Y'all think that this was something small. This was by design. They had people called forecasters that knew who would take the money and how they would get it. They set you up again. Y'all thought I was blowing smoke up y'all ass. He's signing bills in the law to make sure that they have an extended period of time. He done hired a special prosecutor. They firing people at the Chicago Housing Authority. 6,280 people are about to lose their housing and catch a federal charge. They can wipe their ass on their degrees to the tune of $135 million stolen from the SBA. Right now, currently, they have prosecuted about 1,000 cases, and altogether it's about $1 billion worth of PPP money. I'm going to say it again. Get your house in order, and whatever money you got in the bank, get that goddamn money out the bank. Transfer that property.
Man, I felt that one. I mean, I don't got to do nothing. I don't have to worry about nothing. About a thing. It feels good. It always feels good. See all this nonsense people are doing, money glitch and all that. I'm like, I'm like, no, that's fraud. Nope, that's fraud. Nope, not going to jail. See, here's the thing. Look at the camera right here. I'm allergic to jail time. I am actually. I just found out I'm actually allergic to jail. So stay away from it. It's deadly for me.
Just signed up for over 15 bogus small business loans, and since I'm already going to jail, it's time to tell my side of the story. Now, this scam started out like any other good scam. An error from the government, an opportunity for me. There was a form that you could fill out online, and it would ask you 3 questions. It would ask you, do you own a small business? You would check yes. Then it would ask you if you want $10,000. You check yes. And then it would say, do you promise you own a small business? And then you check yes again, and boom, $10,000. Now, this process was like taking candy from a baby. So once I got the $10,000, I did the right thing and I told everyone I knew about. Now, at first, people were skeptical. They said, Drake, what do you mean you just answered 3 questions and then $10,000 appears in your account? But I assured them it was legit. So next thing you know, I was signing everybody up. I was taking their information, signing up for this loan, and then I was giving them $50 out of the $10,000. And until things went wrong, like really, really, really wrong, everybody was happy. And to be honest, no problems really occurred until they realized that, hey, maybe this Drake guy isn't a trapdoor salesman. Now, in my defense and everyone else's defense who had taken this opportunity, what else were we supposed to do? Big Brother had came down, locked us down, and told us we couldn't make any money. We were just doing what we had to do. I'm just glad I got to come on here and tell my side of the story. It's been real, and I will see you in 3 to 6 years. In 2020,
That is so real. Yeah, in 3 to 6. Yeah, sometimes more actually. Yeah. And yeah, what he was doing, there was a lot of people who were doing it. And yeah, no, if you didn't work, you could claim unemployment. If you use the money, that stimulus check, to, I don't know, pay like 3 to 4, 5, 6 months of rent. In some places, most of the places, yeah, because the rent wasn't as high as it was now. Rent right here where I was at was roughly half. One of those the loans that were giving out stimulus would actually pay back then in the same apartment that I have now 7 months, about 7.5 months, 7.5 months of rent. So when I see this whole, oh, we're doing what we can and all that, come on. No.
Sheriff's Office, which include both BSO deputies and detention deputies, released from the federal courthouse in Fort Lauderdale after being indicted on charges that include wire fraud after federal investigators said they fraudulently applied for and received funds from the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP loans. Attorney Brian Silber represents 3 of the defendants, some of whom have either been suspended or placed on leave pending the outcome of the investigation.
I can't comment on the nature of the case.
Sheriff Gregory Toney said he first learned of the crimes in November of 2021, prompting him to investigate all 5,500 of his employees, including himself and other top brass. Of the 17 indicted, 7 BSO deputies and 1 sergeant in law enforcement, and 8 detention deputies and 1 sergeant in corrections. We learned the defendants involved received tens of thousands of dollars, and while the investigation has proved that some of whom were investigated did have legitimate businesses, at the very least, the 17 now facing federal charges allegedly did not.
If you're going to be participating in criminal activities, we don't want you in this profession.
Even the cops are going to arrest cops on it. That's just how it is. When you're talking about the government money, talking about taking government money. I'm telling you what, this is it. Just keep messing around with the government. They're gonna come get you. They're gonna come get you. We're finding out now why Al Capone didn't make it. Oh man, let me know what you guys think about this craziness. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'll see you next time. Peace.